Hi, this is Leonie Smith from Digital Breezes. Today I'm going to show you how to set up a parental controlled account. This is an account you might set up for your child, particularly if they're under 10 years of age, where you want to restrict some of their access to the internet and some of the programs that they're using on perhaps a shared computer. So we're going to create a separate login for them. Each person in the family will have a different login password, and this will be very secure, and it's something that I set up for my boys when they were quite young and worked really well with a minimum of fuss. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to your preferences. First of all, log into your own account, then go to preferences, system preferences, and down here you'll see accounts. We're going to click on accounts, put your password in, and there's your account there. We're going to set up a new account. We're going to click the plus sign there to add a user account. And up here, we're going to tick Managed with Parental Controls. So we're going to put the name of the account in. And for purpose, we'll say it's Sally. Sally. Name. Okay. We don't need to turn on file vault protection. Create account. Okay, now this is Sally's login, and you can see it says managed. What we can do once we're in that account is we can custom what it is that you want Sally to be able to use. So we go to Open Parental Controls, and the first tab we get to is Apps. If you don't want Sally to have access to all the programs that are on your account, then you can use what's called a simple finder. And it'll just put the basic programs in there that are installed with Apple on that account. You can also tick Limit Applications so that you can limit the applications that she's allowed to download, because you know you've got the Apple App Store now. If you click all, then it'll give you an age, so it says up to age 4, up to age 9, up to age 12 and 17 and so on, if you are going to allow her to download any apps from the App Store. You can also custom it further so that you can go into the apps that are already installed on your account and choose which ones you would like her to be able to use. So you can add or take away those at the same time. The next tab we go across to is the Web tab, and this will be restricting access to the internet. You can allow an unrestricted access to websites. Try to limit access to adult websites automatically, and so what that will do will basically puts a filter on the websites. You can custom that as well so that you can allow certain websites through. So if you add the plus sign, you might want to add, say, an ABC website for kids or a Disney website or something like that. And you can also ban websites by adding something down there as well. YouTube, Facebook, whatever it is that you want to. If you tick this one down here, allow access to only these websites, these are websites that are recommended by Apple as being safe for kids. There's some good ones in there like Disney, National Geographic and so on, and you can add to those also if you wish. The next tab along is People. If your child has an email account, you might want to restrict who it is that they send emails to. So you can click Limit Mail, and then you can click the plus, and you can add the names and email addresses in of the people that you allow her to email, or him to email. You can also limit iChat if you find they're using iChat for the same purpose, where you can add approved people to that list. The next tab across is called Time Limits. Now the way time limits works is you've got weekday time limits and weekend time limits. You might decide you only want your child to have an hour a day during the weekday, in which case you would click that, bring it down to an hour a day, and they could have 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes in the evening. As soon as it adds up to the 1 hour, then they get logged out. I think they get a warning before they get logged out as well. The weekend time limits is the same thing. They have them separate because in a lot of families, they allow their kids on the computer a bit longer on the weekend so that you can have them running concurrently. This one you can be a little bit more specific, so you can say on school nights I only want Sally to be on the computer from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. And what will happen is, as soon as 7 o'clock hits, I think they get a warning they're about to get logged off, and then they get logged off. If she tries to log in around those times, she'll get a message saying that she can't log in, she doesn't have access during those times. So we've given Sally a password. When she tries to log in using that password, if it's within the limits that you've put on there, then she'll have access. If it's not, then she won't be able to get in there. And of course you have password on your login, so she can't get into your account either. In the other tab, hide profanity in dictionary, because I'm assuming you want her to have access to dictionary. Limit printer administration, and that's if you find, you don't want them messing around with the settings on the printer. Limit CD and DVD burning. Probably isn't that applicable at this stage. There's not too many kids that are interested in doing that, but this one's quite a good one if your child's getting to the age where they're getting a bit sort of clever and you don't want them to get around the locks that you've put on the computer. If you click that, then they won't be able to change their own passwords, so you'll have access to it and you'll be able to see what it is that they're up to. So that's pretty much how you set up a parental controlled account for a child. Once they get to about teenage years, you either have to open that up a fair bit or use other methods, because it does start to get a little bit difficult then to keep adding websites, particularly if they use Google for homework and so on. But for kids under 10 it's perfect. Then you can put any kind of programs you want on the computer. I know my boys really love kids pics and games and things like that, so they can learn how to use the computer and enjoy it, but you feel a lot safer that they're not accessing things that you don't want them to. Now the other thing you need to do also that's very handy is up here you'll see there's this little icon up there, and that's what's called a quick change account. So if you've got several people logged into the same computer, you can actually change logins much quicker than going in through preferences all the time. And where you set that up is you go back to accounts, you go to login options, and across here you'll see it says show fast user switching menu, and that's what I was pointing to up there. And you can do it as an icon or you can do it as a short name or whatever, and that means that, just say your child wants to log into their account and you're on it, then you can go up to that, or they can, and click on their account, and that will switch it over for them. Cancel that now. So that's how you set up a parental controlled user account for a child. If you have any questions about this, or you've tried it and something's gone wrong, leave me some comments in the comments. And next, what I'm going to do a YouTube video is on software update. I did a post about that recently, and so I'm going to do a YouTube video to support that story as well, to show you exactly where your software update is and talk about why that's important to do it. Thank you for watching.